Working backwards is a very simple but very powerful proofreading and editing technique we can use because what it does is prevents our brains from auto-correcting mistakes. When we've spent a lot of time with a paper, our brain actually isn't seeing what's on the page anymore. It's seeing patterns and filling in gaps. So if we just read our paper in its normal order, we're going to miss stuff. So reading backwards means we go to the very end of our paper, we select the very last sentence of our paper, and we just read that sentence out loud to ourselves. Because the challenge of improving education in the post-pandemic era will push me to create new ways, comma, I believe it will expand my agency as a teacher and a human being and help me better support my students in their quests for agency. So I just look at that one sentence. Do I hear anything that's wrong? Do I see any mistakes? Are there typos? Are there punctuation issues? Does it sound right? I'm just doing one more last careful look. If that sentence is good, then I simply scroll up the page and I do the same thing for the sentence above that. I read that sentence and I go over that. Now, if you look at this, you'll notice here that I have two punctuation marks at the end of the sentence. So I can get rid of one of those, and I'm already catching a minor error thanks to reading backwards. So then I read this sentence. I read it out loud. Notice I can't see the rest of the paper. It's really important to cover the rest of the paper. You're only looking at that last sentence so that your brain sees these sentences out of context and can better see mistakes. Then I finish with that sentence. I go up to the one before it and I look at that sentence. And slowly I make my way sentence by sentence backwards through my paper. Doing this for a 1,500 to 2,000 word paper is probably going to take you half hour to an hour, but the payoff will be huge. It's amazing how many small mistakes you'll find, how many things you can fix. And that's why we think reading backwards is a powerful technique, and I require you to do it for this paper.